Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to NS9 Live. I'm your host, Anthony Donardo. With me, we have Tyler. We have Jim. We have a great show for you tonight. It is Thursday. The Pirates have been off for a week, it seems. What's up, everyone?
I feel like I'm really bright.
You are bright.
You need to turn your temperature down.
Say my ring light or something is super bright tonight.
Take the tone off of white.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, my internet just doesn't want to work anymore.
Oh, great start. Great start to the pod.
That's why we're the best Pirates podcast on the planet.
You know it.
Yeah. We never said best, just most consumed. That's all. We never claim to be the best. We strive for mid.
No, that's not good.
Huh,
I'm trying to mess with my settings.
You know what?
Still not working.
No, I claim best. We're best.
All right.
When Jim and Donardo are on, we're best.
I feel like we haven't been together as a crew. All three of us haven't been on in a while.
No, we haven't.
That's right. You weren't here. That's right. Colin came on. It was just Ty and I.
And before
So
that,
it's been about
Callus
2
was
weeks.
on and your internet took a crap.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
been
on
a while.
Varsity that week.
I want to say it's been like 3 weeks.
I guess it has.
Yeah.
Well, glad to meet y'all. My name's Anthony Donardo.
Cool.
Welcome to the pod.
There we go.
But no, we have a good show. Apparently, because Tyler says we're the best.
We
But
are.
lots to talk about. The Pirates have been off for a week, and there's a lot to talk about. So we probably should just kind of get into it. Don't you guys think?
Why not?
We'll give Jim a moment to play with his light some more.
It still didn't work. I was trying to mess with it. I think that just made it worse. At least
I'll tell you
before
what.
Everything was bright.
And for everyone to know, of course, tonight's show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you're hitting up PNC Park or catching a concert, SeatGeek makes buying tickets simple, and even better, they're hooking you up. Use promo code NorthShore9 for $20 off your first purchase. That's NorthShore9, one word. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring the show. Again, there you go. Get yourself $20 off your first purchase. Go catch those Pirates playing the White Sox tomorrow. The Gym Sox, apparently.
I was going to say, the worst part about this is I look so white right now. I need to just, you know what? There we go. What if I do this? I don't know. But Bucko Mike is going to be all over me on Twitter and on in my DMs, calling me albino. That's what he's going to do for the next 48 hours.
He's going to bring up every single gray in your beard.
Looking like Jim Gaffigan over here.
Yeah. I might just turn my camera off at this point.
Me too.
He looks like a polar bear.
I mean, it's basically what the Pirates did this year.
Why is Jim glowing? Well, Jim's pregnant. All right, let's bring this back in here a little bit.
What are we doing here?
We're just going to deal with Jim and his whiteness. But as we do that, yeah, like I said, lots to talk about. I mean, we have the All-Star break, right? Oneil Cruz in the home run derby. Paul Skenes starting, looking amazing. We have a trade that you two held down yesterday. Good talks on that. We have the draft. The draft happened as well. So again, the White Sox come tomorrow. So lots to talk about today. Before we, go further into like all the good stuff, let's talk about the All-Star game in itself, the festivities. I thought it was pretty fun. Ty and I talked a little bit about the home run derby. Tyler had his thoughts about the derby, the format itself, which I kind of agreed on, but we were going to watch it because it's Oneil Cruz. Well, the derby happened. Oneil put on a show, but I will say this, that production sucked. It was awful.
I got used to it after a while, but like starting off, it was bad. And it was just the I want to watch the swing. I want to watch the flight of the ball, and I want to watch it land in the crowd. Like those are the three things I want to see. And I feel like with the way it wasn't really a production thing. I think it's more of a format issue. Like the way that since there's a timer on there, the pitches just need to be thrown so quick. It doesn't give the broadcast enough time to actually look and admire these shots. So I think they just need to fix it. I think you can still have the timer, but like add a minute to it so that like it's not like boom, 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 boom. Add a minute to the timer. It'll increase the length of the whole contest by 15 minutes total. No big deal. And you get to see everything.
Yeah, Jim's wrong. It sucked. Everything about the home run derby sucked. ESPN screwed the entire thing up. Their broadcast was awful. They could not pick a camera angle that would work. It took them like 3 batters to figure out how to have the camera pointing to the ball landing in the stands. You went to ESPN2. Also awful. The split screen was dog water. Completely dog water. The home run derby was awful. And it wasn't the product. It was the broadcast. ESPN booted it. It was terrible. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to go back to what I said before. Timer's got to go. Timer's terrible. Give a number of pitches. That's what you get. That's it. It's a home run derby, not a race. I want to see how many home runs you could hit in 10, 15, 20 pitches. I don't care how quickly you can hit the home runs. I'm not at the Olympics. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Go ahead, Jim.
Oh,
You
no,
look like
Cruz
you want
is
to say
cool.
something.
No, like I agree with you. Like it just needs to not be as sped up. I think you can still have a timer there and make it so that there's plenty of time. Because I also don't want there to be 40 pitches and the guy takes 40 minutes to get through them, right?
Mhm.
Like I have a timer in there that's reasonable that you're clearly going to get 40 pitches in on time, but you're not just going boom, 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 boom. Like you've got some time to admire the ball. That's what I missed. If you want to go back to the old outs format, I'm cool with that too. Like if you want 10 outs, sure, let's do that. But yeah, it was a mixture of the broadcast, not really knowing how to do it, and then the format itself. Just it doesn't work that great. It didn't work that great for TV. Yeah, it could be better. It could be better.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
I just simply agree. If you wanted to keep that broadcast, like I should say broadcast, if you wanted to keep the format, that broadcast has to go. I mean, like they screwed up 2 things. After watching it again with this format, it just makes you really appreciate the old format with the outs. Because, and again, most of it had to do with the broadcast because you had no ability to admire anything. The format doesn't help with that. The broadcast made it even worse. So yes, the broadcast was terrible. If they're going to keep this, they absolutely have to fix the broadcast. But I'm just with all of you. Like, it's got to go back to the outs. That was just so much more fun. I mean, I appreciate like now you have the whole StatCast stuff and they're talking like I appreciate all the cool stuff that's involved now. And I hate and don't like being one of those guys like, well, back in my day, I love innovation. I love new things. I'm usually more on board with the stuff that's being changed than the way it was. This one ain't it. This one just isn't it. There's just something to you as the viewer admiring the home run, the broadcast admiring the home run, and then also the hitter admiring the home run. Not when the bat's cracked, already going to like the next pitch. And then finding out if it went or not, however means you did it by. I was basically doing it by StatCast. I was watching StatCast while watching the home run derby because that's how I was pretty much watching the home runs go, not the actual broadcast. Yeah, go to the outs. And that's the thing too. I mean, guys get on a heater like Cal. I mean, what if he just kept going and going and going? Like that was something you appreciate as well. Holy hell, he's hitting the most home runs this round because he just can't be stopped. So yeah, there's outs in baseball. There's no time limit in baseball. Keep it that way in the home run derby.
Denardo, we couldn't follow it because it took them 5 minutes to update the home runs. And we had no idea where the ball landed.
Right. Again, that's why I had to watch StatCast.
It was so bad. Like, And honestly, like you could probably even reel out the MLB part of it because the timer, I don't like it, but you can make an argument that it could work in the right situation. The broadcast was so freaking bad. ESPN booted this thing. It was awful.
The split screen just didn't work. Didn't work.
What's the point of this split screen? Honestly, what is the point?
We weren't watching anything on the other screen.
Who had the idea and was like, run with it? And then the 10 other people had to sign off afterwards to say yes to that. You watch the home run because you want to see the home runs.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I'll say this though. I mean, let's not to dwell on the Derby too much. Oneil Cruz put on a show. Like
he did.
He was fun to watch. That first round was great. The second round where Cal Raleigh put up that insane round and Cruz had to come after that. And it was at one point you thought maybe he was going to put like a run together, but what Cal Raleigh did was just insane. So I mean, shout out to Cal Raleigh. He won he deserved the win. He just won fair and square. But Oneil Cruz putting on a show, had the 5 farthest hit balls in the Derby. I also think in the StatCast era, he had the farthest hit home run Derby ball not at Coors Field.
I believe that was correct also.
Like I think it was like Coors Field, Oneil Cruz in Atlanta, Coors Field was like the top 7. So like that's pretty impressive. And it just like goes to show you like all the guys, all the people who were like, oh, he doesn't deserve to be in it, blah, blah, blah. Like he showed he deserved to be in it. The point of the home run derby was to be entertained, and he was entertaining. He was super fun to watch. It was fun to watch him. It was fun to watch the players like react to him. It was fun to watch everybody on Twitter react. Like it was a fun night, and I'm glad that he was chosen to do it. I would love to see him do it again.
It was fun to watch Paul Skenes learn Spanish in real time. Also,
Paul Skenes just hanging out with all the Dominicans. Yeah, it was like Dominican, Paul Skenes. Yeah,
that is like, and Oneil kind of put himself on the map a little bit. Like everybody kind of knows who Oneil Cruz is. He's a guy that hits the ball really hard, but hasn't completely put it together. He did put himself on the map here the other night. And to your guys' point here, I feel like that's what the Derby's missing there is like that Paul Skenes moment where he's like, we saw Paul Skenes maybe like 5 to 10 times, but like there wasn't a real Paul Skenes moment with it. There are opportunities with all these players around where you can make this sport really fun and like an all-star weekend like the NBA does. They just failed at it completely.
I'll say this though, like you looked at the ratings, MLB All-Star Game crushed the NBA All-Star Game. It crushed the NFL Pro Bowl, whatever you want to call it now. It crushed the NHL All-Star Game. Now. So like
these are really low bars.
But like it is by far the most viewed All-Star Game in American sports. Because it is the best. Like I think the All-Star Game rocks. Like I know people are kind of people like to hate on the All-Star Game. I love it.
I agree.
I thought it was fun. I said the home run derby, the production could have been better, but it didn't ruin the evening for me. I still enjoyed watching it. It's not like even if Cruz wasn't in the derby, I still would have watched it. I would have enjoyed it. But it can be better. It can be better, but it is as good. It's as good as it gets.
I agree. I feel, we're doing comparisons now. I feel like the home run derby, and again, it's more because of format, but it's almost like when the slam dunk contest kind of went away and it was brought back, because it was kind of getting boring for like, what's going on? The slam dunk contest, not that exciting. I felt like that was kind of like what the home run derby is right now. And again, it's more just because of the broadcast itself, the format. It needs to be switched up. And again, I would appreciate to go back more towards the old way.
Yeah, but
like, regardless, Cruz.
Denardo, could we do like a mixture of the NBA where like you get to pick your home run derby team? Like, let's just do a broadcast where you pick 2 captains and they pick their home run derby team. That's what the All-Star Game does.
I think the one thing that I like about the All-Star Game though is like the home run derby doesn't necessarily need to be the all-stars. You know, like the people in the
Right.
home run derby are the people who are the home run, are the specialists at that. And I enjoy that. It's kind of like how the NBA does the dunk contest. And like
Yeah.
everybody in the dunk contest isn't
Right.
necessarily an all-star. Everybody in the 3-point shooting contest isn't an all-star. It's just
It's-
the best of the people who are doing those skills. So I like how
Some of the guys in the
switched
dunk contest aren't even NBA players anymore.
Yeah,
They're-
I like
they're
how they
G
switched
leaguers.
that up.
But regardless, yeah, to your point. But no, again, back to Cruz. I mean, he did. He put on a show. He absolutely put on a show. It was incredible. And I know he didn't win. He was a favorite to win. I thought he'd do pretty well, and he did the first round. The brackets kind of, I mean, we jokingly says like he hit too many home runs. If he just would have hit less, he would have matched up better when it came to the bracket and such. But regardless, like he did, he put up a show. Those monster home runs that he hit, again, the 513. I mean, everyone on Twitter was talking about that, right? I mean, that was one of the highlights. The highlight was Cal because he was ridiculous and what he did, right? Very deserving. But like second was Cruz because of like the type of performance he put up, right? It was a show. And as Tyler said, everyone for the most part knows Oneil Cruz if you know baseball, but like, you got to see him up close and personal, right? You don't get many national games for the Pirates. So everyone got to see Oneil Cruz, what he does at his best, and just be able to admire the talent that he possesses. And he certainly showed it off. So yeah, kudos to Oneil Cruz with the home run derby. It was fun. It was entertaining. It provided everything in that sense that you wanted to see, minus the production value.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you.
So get over the Paul Skenes. So Paul Skenes starts the All-Star game. Paul Skenes and Livy Dunn stole the red carpet. Paul Skenes and Livy Dunn steals everything. They're just an amazing couple. They're the power couple of baseball. He's 23 years old.
They're definitely the power couple. Yeah, they are.
Just
They're content. They're a content. They're a content dream. MLB account posting everything. Everybody's posting Paul Skenes and Livy Dunn from the red carpet. They had a good interview on the red carpet as well, where I think Livy mentioned how Paul's gotten better at dressing himself over the last few years, which is going to happen. You're a college kid, and now you've made millions of dollars in your career. So I think the progressive step there is you start getting some nicer clothes, especially when you're dating a model, who's probably picking stuff out for you.
She's
Right.
on commercials.
there's a tip for you, Tyler.
Yeah, well, maybe one day.
Maybe one day Tyler can dress.
Maybe
this.
one day Ty will find one of them. Probably not. I don't throw a ball 102 miles an hour. But no, it was cool though. Like, and it almost feels like the Pirates weirdly stole the show of the All-Star weekend, just with Paul Skenes and Oneil Cruz. Like they were talked about a good bit between those two guys. So it just sucks that
For a team
was
that's
during,
yeah,
yeah, it just
19
sucks.
games under 500.
Yeah.
They had some main storylines during.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're just a casual and you look at it, you're like, man, they should be up there right now. And then you look, nope, not quite.
Not quite. But perfect inning for Paul Skenes. He threw 5 pitches over 100 miles an hour?
It was
Most
4 or
in
5,
Statcast.
which I believe was the most ever by a starting pitcher in the All-Star game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he didn't throw many pitches.
2 strikeouts, the ground out, perfect inning, followed up by a no decision. Very on par.
He was. I think. He had a big lead. He was in line for the
6-0,
win.
right?
NL had a big lead, and yeah, bullpen blows it just in true Paul Skenes like fashion. Bullpen blows it. He doesn't get the win. No decision. But no, it was fun to watch him. I mean, the first 2 bats. I think he threw all fastballs to Gleyber Torres. It's just fastball, 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 fastball. Strikes him out. Got green. And then Aaron Judge with just a weak grounder. So yeah, it was fun to watch him again. Impressive stuff from the guy. First pitcher ever to start the All-Star game his first 2 seasons. It's never happened before.
Yep.
And they've been having an All-Star game for a long time. And the fact that that's never happened before is pretty crazy.
He kind of showed he's the best pitcher in baseball, or at least in the top 2 to 3. And I don't think he's 2 or 3.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I agree. Again, you could certainly argue, but boy, especially at his age and what he's doing, it's just incredible. So yeah, like you said, Tyler, Pirates kind of showcased in the All-Star game, which is cool. But like we said, no decision because the NL blows the lead. It goes into extras, or wait, guys, not actual extras. It goes into a home run, a swing off. That was cool. So we talked about how the home run derby wasn't the greatest for the actual home run derby, but they like introduced the home run derby for extras in the All-Star game. First time we got to see it happen. And that's how the NL won. Kyle Schwarber, man of the people, wins the All-Star game basically because of his power bat. But yeah, the swing off, guys. What did you guys think about that?
I'm telling you right now, like I've seen enough. This is how you should end every regular season game.
No.
And I'm ready to have this. I am ready to have this argument. I know people are going to say like, this is the most anti-pure baseball take of all time, but first off, they already ruined, and I'm talking about regular season baseball here, right? I'm not talking about the postseason. I'm talking about regular season. They already ruined the extra innings anyways. They ruined it. Like it's not even real baseball anymore. You start the inning with a runner on second. It's no longer baseball at that point. It's who can execute small ball the best. I mean, that's what it is. And so you know what? If you're already going to ruin the game after 9 innings, let's make it as fun as possible. That swing off was electric. It was the best part of the night. Like the whole game, especially towards the end there, it kind of started getting a little boring. You end the 9th at a tie, and then it's all of a sudden, it's like a swing off. Like, this is incredible. We've never seen this before. And it went amazingly. The Kyle, as soon as Kyle Schwarber came up, and I think the NL was down by a home run at that point, I was like, Schwarber's going 3 for 3. It's like Schwarber's going 3 for 3 here, and he's going to win the game for the NL. And he just goes,
they're down 2.
I think they were only down 1, but they were down 1 or 2. And Schwarber just goes bomb, bomb, bomb. And at that point, you're like, this thing's over. This thing's over. Kyle Schwarber wins MVP of the game and now I'm thinking all these things in my head. It's like, how can you make this even cooler? And so I'm thinking, you know what? Go ahead and play a 10th inning in the regular season. I'll give you that. Go ahead and play a 10th, but don't go to the 11th. No more 11th innings in the regular season. I want to see swing offs, and I want to see crazy shit. Like allow a 27th man who's just like dedicated only, like he's your dedicated swing off guy.
The DHR.
Like imagine, like I read a book about like an independent league baseball team, and there was like they would get like 58-year-old Jose Canseco to come play on their team on like a 1-day contract, and at the end of the game they would do like a home run derby. What if you had like 60-year-old Jose Canseco as like the dedicated swing off guy for the Sacramento A's, and then you get a swing off, you guys just got old ass Jose Canseco just hitting bombs. It's also a role that Jack Sawinski might be able to fill. Jack Sawinski could be the most valuable player in baseball just because of his swing off expertise. No, I'm all for this. Bring it to the regular season tomorrow.
You want to go?
Do you?
I kind of want to
process
throw
what
up.
the hell just came out of Jim's
Yeah,
mouth.
I kind of want to throw up right now. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Bring it. I'm ready for like
No,
it was
cool, guys.
electric.
We already ruined baseball. Let's just ruin it more. Why not?
It was electric.
Yeah, it's
So
cool
much
for an
fun.
All-Star game that does not matter. I still want baseball to be baseball. And I know you said like honestly, you brought up some decent points there as well, Jim. Like,
Thank you.
The NHL has some silly shit with
Shootout.
their overtime rules.
Soccer.
However, the NHL before, they ended in ties. That's also stupid. The MLB does not end in ties. No, let's play this thing out. The second base runner is completely stupid. The Manfred rule is the dumbest thing of all time. And it's probably, like, I would fire Rob Manfred for that alone. And I think he's done an okay job at everything else. But that alone, I'd fire him. Because it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not baseball. It's not Little League. We're not putting the runner on second and then just making it up as we go. It's stupid. Play baseball. It's baseball. What are we doing here? Yeah. Thank you, Chortle. Jim just wants less baseball. And I get it, though. Like, I do get it because it would be fun to jump on the podcast and talk about that instead of whatever crap show we had. But no, I want baseball, man.
You're doing
baseball.
a really bad job of art. You're just saying, you know what? I want baseball, but Jim's right. This would be so much fun.
No, like it's fun for the Savannah Bananas. It's not fun for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Pirates
Respect
suck.
the game.
Seriously, drill batters, get back to the old days. Ban the shift, do it all. Let's go back to 1970s baseball, and we'll play extras. Give me that 19. You know what, Jim? You know what? The swing off will rob us of? 15 years now of complaining about Jerry Meals. We wouldn't have Jerry Meals if it weren't for extra innings. We would not have Jerry Meals.
I don't want Jerry Meals.
Yeah,
we'd never have it ever again, anyways.
Yeah, we probably could. Right. As of now, we could have Jerry Meals happen again.
Not in the 18th.
It's in the realm of possibility.
There will never be an 18th inning ever again in regular season baseball.
I don't know.
It's possible. You know what? If you do the swing off,
but it's not going to happen.
No, the swing off's stupid. Like it's cool, whatever. And also,
it's stupid. It's cool. It's whatever. Which is it? Is it stupid or is it cool? Because I think it's really cool.
Maybe it's cool if the MLB All-Star Game would have hit Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. Instead, we got
could have done that
crap.
In a regular season, you'd be picking your three best guys, or having a designated swing off guy that travels with your team. Matt Stairs could just be chilling there, like chugging beers in a dugout. 11th inning rolls along, no 11th inning, swing off. Matt Stairs just starts hitting nukes in the Allegheny River.
I cannot wait until this actually happens. Jim has to jump on a post-game show and talk about losing a swing off
because of Matt Stairs.
Right. And then just completely complain about how this isn't baseball. I like traditional baseball. My name's Jim Rosardi. We swing the bat. We run the bases well.
Right.
Louisville.
It's going to be because of Matt Stairs playing the Giants because the Giants got Barry Bonds.
Right.
He said no to the Pirates.
Come out of retirement right now.
There you go. Barry Bonds is your dedicated swing off, dude.
You know what? I flipped. Bring it back.
Like you could do so many cool things.
Let's say he's going to be with the Giants. He's going to say, screw you, Pirates. I'm with the Giants.
Yeah. If I get Barry Bonds, okay. Swing off's not happening.
That's the thing. Like you could, like old guys, you'd have a role for just old dudes who hit bombs.
You know what's going to be funny? Is Kutch is never leaving. When Kutch retires, he's just going to be this swing off guy.
What if you just made guys that were retired be your swing off guys?
Yeah, that would be
Neil
fun
Walker
too.
has to come out of the broadcast booth and swing off.
You just have 3 retired guys who travel with the team, and they're just like they're actually in the stands, just like chugging beer the whole time. Extra innings happens. All right, call them up.
Yep, this sounds super like Major League Baseball. I love it all.
Bang.
This is so. I said we had a good show. I said we had a lot of important things to talk about, none of which has been true so far.
We're talking about Matt Stairs taking extra innings at bats in 2026. I mean,
the swing off was great entertainment. It was great for the All-Star Game. I don't want that deciding my baseball games, but maybe I could be entertained after some inning limit. 11th, 10th, maybe if so happened that like you reached the 13th or something, 14th. Like maybe I could be talked about this if it goes super deep into a game. But this isn't going to be like in the 10th inning, 11th inning for me. It's just too gimmicky. This is what makes banana ball great. Let that be banana ball. That is banana ball. Do these weird things. Let me be entertained by that stuff. But this is still baseball. There's still some type of integrity of the sport. And also the bias in me. The Pirates will never, ever, ever win an extra innings game if it's decided by a swing off, because they are just unless it just happens to be the game where they're facing like, you know, the Rockies in Pittsburgh or something. But if it's in the playoffs, it ain't happening.
Well, it wouldn't be the playoffs. I'd say this is a regular season only event.
Okay.
The regular season extra innings are already ruined.
Still,
go ahead and
this
play.
Is way more gimmicky than the guy on second. This is just.
I'm saying, go
ridiculous.
Ahead and play the 10th. Yeah. After the 10th, swing off.
And I know the All-Star game was different, so in the sense too, like we're just having just designated guys like just tossing a baseball,
right? Yeah. And then are we just going to hire guys like, so they could throw pretty BP?
At least, like I'm saying, yeah, like at least also with hockey is like there's a real one-on-one situation.
Right.
Like there's a goaltender and whatever you call those guys, an offensive guy.
An offensive guy.
Yeah.
It's not always, but okay.
I'm sounding like Ryan Reynolds right now. At least it's like a real one-on-one situation. It's still a real hockey situation where this is just like some guy just tossing up a home run ball.
Yeah.
It's just too gimmicky.
Like, I think the banana ball rule is a lot better. Like, it's an actual pitcher versus an actual hitter. And I think they have one fielder with them.
I don't know.
No, that's dumb. That's stupid.
Is it the little kid?
I want to see
a run.
I want to see
a home run derby in a Major League Baseball.
I want to see a home run derby decide Major League Baseball games.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Imagine like game 162 coming down to a swing off.
Right.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Up to bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Nick York.
Here's the thing. I think the Pirates might be good at this. Like, you got Cruz, and I honestly like Jack Sawinski would crush a swing off. Crush it.
Yeah, if he hit it.
Yeah. I mean, you get 3 swings.
I would like to do the verbal meme of like Jim and that CEO guy holding the like swing off and extra innings right now.
Yeah.
And then the camera pans to him and he runs away. Because the second this becomes a real thing, Jim will be like, this is so dumb.
I will say this. You brought up a
Don't
good
worry.
point.
You don't have to worry about him running away. You won't be able to see him. He's just washed out by the light.
If that ever happened where the Pirates lose a game in a swing off, I'm going to be so pissed.
This is dumb.
And then do you just build your field so that you can win a swing off?
I mean, you're not going to have too many of them. I said you can. The 10th inning gets played, but then there's no 11th. After the 10th, you go to the swing off.
Nope. Bad idea. Next.
I love it. And
again, I could be talked into this maybe like the 13th, 14th type of stuff. You know, like once it's
for the regular season.
At this point in time, like we're going nowhere. Let's do this. Because then also that's only going to happen maybe once or twice a year, probably anyways.
And it would be electric.
And at least like it ends it. So it helps the whole pitchers thing too. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it's
but
like
by the 13th,
you can start using your better pitchers and extras, not just like, well, we might have to go.
It's a way to keep people there. They'll be like, oh shit, we might see a swing off. We got to stay till the end of this. People won't leave early if there's a possibility for a swing
Yes,
off.
they will.
No. They're going to
Cam
want to stay for the swing
Devanney's
off.
about to be doing swing offs because he's a 18 home run shortstop.
Cam Devanney, swing off specialist.
If we have a swing off, we have to add this rule too. So say it's a designated 12th inning. The minute the 11th inning ends, beer sales have to open it back up.
Well, then you're going
Because
to.
if I'm watching a home run derby, I need a beer.
Then you're missing the swings, though. I mean,
You have the orders to your
like
seat
Jim.
now. We're
Just
living
scan
in the
the
year
code.
2050.
They bring it to
They
you.
don't
We
have that
learned
at
this.
PNC. They don't have that at PNC
Yet.
Well, they do it
It's gonna be a
regularly.
requirement.
Yeah, being that guy. Buds.
Anyways, it was
We're way
wildly
off base.
successful. I would not mind seeing more of it. It's not going to be in the regular season anytime soon, but like I would welcome it. I would welcome it. But you know what? Let's bring it to the minors. Let's bring it to spring training.
It's just
I'm
not.
for spring training.
Let's just not entertain.
Just because the reason I'm for spring training is simply for the fact that, guys, Jack went 3 for 3 and won the game. Is 2029 going to be the year for Jack Sawinski? I'm back on board, baby.
You can't bring it to spring training because half of them are out the door by the 5th inning.
Well, half of them were out the door in the All-Star game also.
True.
Well, you just the subs, whoever's in the game. I mean, that was a rule, was in order to be in it, you had to be in the game at that time. That's why Ohtani and Judge weren't in it. They'd already been subbed out.
It's stupid. Jim's wrong. I'm right. I win.
There it is. The people have spoken. By the people, I mean Tyler Sweeney. So let's move on. Let's talk about the MLB draft. Pirates selected number 6. Tyler, you know who also wasn't on that show with us? Jim, again.
Yeah.
It was just us two.
For
holding it
about
down
3 seconds.
with Doug and Murphy. So
I joined
the
from
draft
the airport.
happened. Yeah, we know, we heard. But the draft happened. Pirates select number 6. They got Seth Hernandez. We never really talk about the draft afterwards, especially in its entirety. So let's talk about it a little bit today. What are your, and again, I know it's the MLB draft, but what are your takeaways from this year's draft?
Go ahead, Jim.
Getting Seth Hernandez at 6 is a big win. I think he will end up being. I think he'll end up being the best player in this draft. Like I'm gonna say it right now. Like I think he will be the best player from the 2025 MLB draft. He'll have the best career. And the Pirates got him. And I think it's the 3rd year in a row the Pirates got the best player in the draft, which is impressive. It may take him a couple years to get here. I don't anticipate him being someone who's going to take that long, though. He's very advanced for his age. He's already 19 also. But as far as like high school arms go, the Pirates have done a good job with these guys, especially recently. And that's why I also really like the 2nd pick with Angel Cervantes, another guy. The thing that I like about both of these two guys, the advanced changeup already at their age, means that like they've already kind of got a leg up, because that is the hardest pitch. That's the hardest pitch to throw. It's the hardest pitch to control. So the fact that both of these guys already have a really good changeup right now, your other stuff, pretty easy to tinker and perfect and figure out once you get into a system that has all the sorts of technology that minor league baseball and Major League Baseball has. Like the changeup is the tough one, and these two already have that down, which I love both of these picks. A bunch of upside on both these guys. I think Cervantes in particular can grow into his body a lot more. Like right now he's like 93-ish on the fastball. Like he's only 18. He that fastball is only going to get better. So I'm really excited to see what both of those guys do. The rest of the draft, you can tell like they went for power in this draft with their bats, which is something they're greatly lacking. So Now, all of these guys have some sort of warts that come with them. Like Jared Jones, for example, I'm super excited that they got him. He probably has the most power of anybody in this entire draft. The issue is he swings and misses a lot, which is why he fell to the 9th round. But it's going to be fun watching somebody like that. I mean, we remember like Brad Eldred and like Big Country.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jerry Jones that's the next Brad Eldred. Like Jerry Jones is going to hit 40 home runs at Greensboro. If he's in Greensboro for a full season, he's going to hit 40 homers. He might strike out 250 times, but he's going to be a fun player to watch. And so it'll be interesting to see if he can. It's going to be interesting enough to see if he can make contact enough to progress through the system, because the power is unreal.
If not, future designated swing off hitter.
There you go. Maybe they drafted Jared Jones in anticipation of the designated swing off guy.
Good Lord.
Pirates ahead of the curve.
They're playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers.
To take it back, to take it back to what Jim said about Cervantes and Hernandez. Like you mentioned the changeup there, and that gives them a built-in floor, right, Jim? Like they got a pretty good chance of being major league pitchers because they already have that second pitch. That's a very hard pitch, like you mentioned, to develop. Their breaking stuff's already pretty good. Like it's hard to teach a guy a good changeup. You got it or you don't. It's a feel thing. Both those picks you have to like, I think. And I think Murphy mentioned on the draft show that he had seen Cervantes up to 96. So that definitely raises eyebrows as well. And then to go to the position players, you mentioned the power that they're going after, that, or at least it seems they're going after. Maybe like they're switching up the projection of the tools where you're going after these guys that are defensively, I guess, good, or middle infielders that can play anywhere, and then guys that might build into the bat. This year, it felt like they went more guys that they already got the power. We'll figure it out from there. Maybe the hit tool, there's something there that we like about it. Like Easton Carmichael was a guy that really didn't strike out. Murf Gray not a big strikeout guy. The first 4 rounds, they went after guys that in college, not big swing and miss guys. Will it translate to the major league level, or at least in the minor league level? We'll see, but there's stuff to build on there. And at least it feels like they went more after the hit tool, or at least what they can do at the plate, rather than finding those guys that can play up the middle a little more, that you can maybe develop more into a guy that turns into a Oneil Cruz.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. Overall, again, I'm very optimistic about this draft. Again, with Seth Hernandez dropping to 6, that was a guy I talked about on the show. I couldn't talk about with Jim Callis because I wasn't on that show, unfortunately. But with him talking too, like he said, like the Pirates will take him more or less if he falls. But like he was kind of alluding to, and I think a lot of people felt, it's like he's just not going to fall likely. Like he's probably not getting to 6. So that felt like a pipe dream. And it happened. And against the draft, we'll find out what happens. But there's a lot of talent here. And most people that study this draft, right, analyze the draft, tell you that he's top 2 as far as talent goes. Like Jim said, you can argue that for 3 straight years, right, that the Pirates taking the top talent. Obviously, Skenes, hands down. Connor Griffin's on that path to show, like, hey, look at me. I'm about to be the number 1 prospect in baseball. I know other guys have already made the majors in that draft, but regardless, the tools were loud, right? Can he hit? And he's showing that right now. So there's a real possibility that he could be the top player that was drafted in that round or that draft. That's what we were kind of afraid of. Like there's a lot of development in Connor Griffin, and can the Pirates do it? So far, hands down, doing it. With Seth Hernandez, there's really not a lot of questions. Like if there was the opposite of Connor Griffin, right, the pitching side, but you got to develop this guy, I think we're pretty safe. And like, hey, the Pirates can do that. We feel comfortable with them developing this guy because this is what they excel at. So with Seth Hernandez coming down, and it's still a high school kid, like you got to develop him. But as Jim Callis said, like this is the safest high schooler like you've seen in a long time. And I'm excited about that. I mean, you can argue about it's not offense and we need offense. Well, if you drafted a college bat, he's probably not making it for a few years anyways. Like Nick Gonzalez is a college bat, Henry Davis' college bat. Are they helping Paul Skenes' window that you're worried and concerned about? So they drafted the guy that's arguably one of the best talents. It's something they have succeeded in developing and growing. And then you're absolutely correct with the second pick. This is another one. This is a high school kid. Like, he has all the tools, it looks like. Very safe as well, with a lot of upside. Murf Gray, Carmichael. Talk to some about Carmichael as well. We'll find out if he's going to be a catcher, but loves the talent of Carmichael. We'll see. There's some intriguing stuff. And like you said afterwards, it just seems like there's tools in there. Let's see if we can develop it. Right? It's a lot of, I think, more riskier things with the rest. But there's something there. You know, they could play him out. Like Jared Jones could be nothing, right? But there's a real talent there. Can we get something out of it?
Denardo, it was pretty obvious off the bat that Mitch Jebb was not going to be a major league hitter.
Well, but again,
like they've done that.
But he's the safe. He has
no. There's no safe there. He's not going to make it. He sucked. His swing sucked.
I'm not even.
I'll argue in the fact that Mitch Jebb has a higher floor and the potential to make.
Yeah,
he could get there.
Right.
Like Jared Jones could be something. Mitch Jebb, in my mind, will never be something. Where Jared Jones has the tools that, like, he could be up here for multiple years and contribute. Where Mitch Jebb might be Alika Williams, and he appeared in the major leagues.
But to your point, though, I do think they did take more. I guess maybe projectable types of
upside.
Guys.
They took more upside.
That's a good word. Yeah.
They took more upside.
I do think they did.
And
I mean, you look
do that
all the way down. Yeah, I mean, you look all the way down, even with the first two picks, like they went upside. Hernandez and Cervantes, like you pick those guys because of the upside. And even farther down, like I said, Jerry Jones kind of keep going back to him. Pipeline had him, I think, as the 101st ranked prospect.
Yep.
You get him in the 9th round. I mean, 101st ranked prospect means he's pacing to be a 4th round pick somewhere in that area, 3rd round pick. And they got him in the 9th. Like that's some upside right there.
Fangraphs
I said there's
Murf Gray. They had him 19,
I mean, there's guys in here to be excited about, which I feel like in past years it's just they just kind of went with guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I think you saw that change last year, which was the first draft that Horowitz took over. I mean, they've already flipped a lot of those guys from last year for major league players. They kind of plucked from the lower levels of that draft for major league players. And so you wonder if, hey, maybe some of these guys get traded this offseason for major league players to help them. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was a good draft. I was reading some stuff. I mean, Baseball America, I think, had them ranked them as either the second best draft, or maybe it was Pipeline I was reading, but like everyone thinks the Pirates did pretty good here.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, like going back to the Skenes draft, I think after that we were all like, "Who are these guys?"
It was Skenes and nothing else. Yeah,
they were drafting dudes, like you said. So, and yeah, like they've been able to turn these guys over a little bit from last year. Also, the other thing it does is it makes some of those upper level guys a little more available if you want to improve your team. Like they got more talent, and they got actual projectable upside talent.
Agree.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that 2023 draft, and like there were some college pitchers in there that are interesting, like Carlson Reed, Patrick Riley, Christian Curtis. Those were all guys taken in that draft. Xander Meath was taken in that draft. But like I said, that second tier high school arm with a bunch of upside, they've had some success with that. So
yeah,
I'm happy with how this unfolded. And then obviously the steal of the draft, 16th rounder, Eddie King Jr.
The only 4-year senior selected. Sure.
Out of the University of Louisville. I'll just, I mean, but for real though, led the ACC in slugging. So like, again, like if we're talking about power, like tons of power, fun guy to root for. I mean, just to kind of tell you a little Eddie King Jr. story. The dude beat up on Vanderbilt. He beat up on Miami, beat up on Oregon State. Like he carried the Louisville team through the College World Series and came up big. He's a fun guy to watch.
What would you say if he would have went to Kentucky?
Oh, terrible human being. Bum. Yeah, he didn't do that though.
Yeah, but if he would have, would you have drafted him?
No, absolutely not.
There you go.
Going to Kentucky shows low IQ. It means you're poor at your life decisions.
He really wanted to call him poor.
I'm saying I'm gonna chop this up tomorrow. It's gonna end. It just shows that you're poor and just it's done.
Poor at making life decisions. If you go to the University of Kentucky.
You go to Kentucky, you're just poor. Entitled ass Jim. No. Again, I thought it was a good draft. Still an MLB draft. You're not going to see the fruits of the labor from this for a few years, right? But regardless of what you see so far, the way they go about it, I do think, like Jim mentioned, I think here, like there's been like a bit of a fundamental change and stuff. And again, look forward to taking over the draft, and you are seeing upside. Again, going back to Connor Griffin, like right then and there, he could be the best guy. Do you trust the Pirates to draft him and develop him? That's why we weren't. I mean, I can't say excited. We were excited to have Connor Griffin, but we're also cautiously pessimistic about the pick because it's like now the Pirates have to do this. Do we trust them? Maybe they should have went safer. Maybe they should have went after someone that you feel more comfortable in, and they didn't. They went after this is the ceiling. This guy, sky's the limit. We're gonna get him. So more of that. Although I think there's more safety to the guys that they picked this year than Connor Griffin, if that makes sense. Still a high school kid, still a pitcher. Like that's the risk, but like this guy looks like he's safe. He has everything. All the tools are there. There's not many question marks. It's just develop him and get him to the major leagues. And as Jonathan Mayo said, that's a guy he could see there in 2 years in the majors. Not saying that Ben and the Pirates will do so, but like Mayo said, that's a guy that he could see in the majors in 2 years. That's the type of talent that he has. That's awesome. That's who the Pirates got, number one. So, anywho, yeah, exciting draft, I thought.
Yeah, I'm just glad they didn't draft anybody else from Louisville.
Absolutely. Especially in like the important rounds.
I really wish they really missed on some Kentucky guys.
I mean,
couldn't name any of them, but they missed on them.
They missed out on none.
The Louisville guys that are in their system only perform in AAA. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
if you want to build up Indy's team, sure, draft guys from Indy.
Exactly. I mean,
from Louisville.
Can you imagine that emergency podcast last night? If Cam Devanney went to Louisville, we would have never got off there.
Well, here's the deal. Cam Devanney wouldn't have been the person traded for Adam Frazier, because if you went to Louisville, you're going to be better than that.
He's literally Nick Solak. Like, let's be real. He's literally Nick Solak, who
Nick
we're kind of talking about.
Made the majors Nick Solak was a top prospect, second round pick.
Sure.
Not the same. Not the same.
You're right. He peaked early in life.
Nick Solak got Rookie of the Year votes.
And now he's living off of what I used to be.
He had a
reminds me of some.
Like, I'll say decent salary, decent salary for a few years, and a good signing bonus.
I wouldn't be mad.
I'm not gonna be mad. I would trade lives.
I was wrong. He didn't get Rookie of the Year votes. That was a lie.
You know what? You would have voted for him, though, Jim.
I would have voted for him. Yeah.
But me and you were on about that. Donardo, what did you think about that trade?
So, yeah, I didn't really get to talk about it. I put little things on Twitter. I mean, really what you guys mentioned, and I don't want to spend too much time because you already had the show. But again, it's Adam Frazier. I saw a lot of people going, oh, here we go again. Like, this guy didn't even make the majors yet. He's 20 years old. He's been in the minors all this time. What are we doing here? It's Adam Frazier. what were you expecting for Adam Frazier? So I said, like, spin this around. If the Pirates were contending and they went and got Adam Frazier in a trade, there would be outrage. Oh, this team isn't serious. What are you doing? Why are we adding Adam Frazier? Get serious. Fire Ben Cherington. If this team was to trade a legit prospect for Adam Frazier, burn PNC Park down. So what did you expect to like get in return for Adam Frazier? It's not going to be much. I don't hate this trade at all because, again, you're not expecting much. Instead of the intriguing prospect and like the lower minors that has something, this is like the opposite. It's guys 20 years old with intriguing stuff. I don't think it's going to translate, but chances are the 18-year-old that has its warts as well, is like the Jared Jones, isn't going to translate either. So maybe the one that's possibly going to translate, helping out today opposed to 5 years from now. That's how I look at it. It's whatever. You're not getting much in return. There's still some intrigue here, but on the other side, for the people who are like, oh my God, well, you guys are just dumb. He's just been blocked by Bobby Witt Jr. this whole time. Okay. You know what major league teams do when they have a guy that's blocking a prospect? They find a way to get that good prospect on the team. If the Royals were serious and this guy was as good as you're entertaining him to be because he's blocked by Bobby Witt, he'd be playing third base or second or utility or, I don't know, being traded for someone better than Adam Frazier. If he's that good, he would have been in the majors already. And if not, teams would be trying to get him and giving more than Adam Frazier. So again, like, he kind of is just what he is. It's interesting because he hits the ball really hard and far, but he doesn't hit the ball very often. It's Jack Swinski 2.0, but worse in my mind. It's just it's Canario, but worse. We see what those guys are. You're adding this. The only difference is he's a shortstop, and he plays that position really, really well, where the other two don't. So
no, that's a pretty big difference. Like, that's pretty important. The fact that he plays
I'm saying like that
really well is pretty important.
But still, what I'm alluding to is the bat. What people are excited about him because of the bat. The bat, it's whatever. Yes, he can play the position well, and they need a shortstop. So again, that's why I'm also good with this right now. Again, you're looking to help out today, opposed to 5 years from now with this type of deal. Yeah, that's all. It's the best way to put it, I think, is like how Jim said. No team's really going to win on this, likely, but if a team is, it's going to be the Pirates. So, yeah, you pull the plug on that type of deal for Adam Frazier.
I mean, like, what if he's Garrett Jones? Maybe he's just that 28-year-old quad A guy that comes up and hits 21 home runs in 2 months. Probably not.
You never know.
You never know. Probably not. And in all reality, this guy probably stinks.
Why not us?
Yeah, why not us?
I'll say this. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't look at fielding percentages for minor league baseball. Fields are weird. Official scores are weird. He can play shortstop.
And even at a 50 grade,
he can play
witness
shortstop.
what's been out there right now. And when that's gone, because IKF will be gone, what remains? It ain't pretty.
And I mean,
so
at that
I'll
point,
take okay shortstop.
But at that point, you're between like Peggy and Cam. That's it. There's nothing else. And
Chang.
I think that,
yeah.
Like, it's going to be an interesting conversation, I think. But I think I do want to see him over the other two.
I do too.
Because the bat intrigues me enough that I want to see something from him. And I do want to mention there was some conversation online about him being sent to AAA. He hasn't swung a bat in April or in any game since July 5th. Sending him to AAA is probably not the worst idea in the world.
So are you saying
like
that
2 weeks?
The guy that was blocked by Bobby Witt Jr. got his call to the major leagues, and they still said, nah, no plate appearances. Again, it just kind of tells you where like
it does.
His own organization viewed him. So I'm not expecting much. That alone just tells me, like, don't expect much. But for Adam Frazier, sure. Maybe something clicks. Maybe something.
Well, it's hard to get playing time over Nick Lofton after that monster series he had against the Pirates.
That's true. We did fix him. Right. Right.
I'm not taking Nick Lofton out of my lineup.
I mean, but back to it. He's interesting enough that there's enough tools that I think work at a major league level. The problem is that it's just all comes down to whether that hit tool is going to be good enough.
And probably not.
And
But
it's probably not.
For shortstop, especially, you entertain that.
Give it a whirl. For 2 months of Adam Frazier, why not?
Right. Why not? So we'll move on.
First of many moves to come, though. I mean, I said we'll get into kind of like our big deadline preview next week, but there's going to be probably a lot of emergency podcasts this month.
God,
so
we're gonna have a PowerPoint next week, dude.
PowerPoint coming next week, so everybody set your calendars. Gymalytics, PowerPoint, all that good stuff. We'll yeah, it's gonna be fun.
We're so back. We're all back.
There's going to be a swing off involved in there, isn't there?
Bridget Bucktober talked about Nick Lofton baseball cards.
Yeah, Gymalytics will be back next week. But I mean, again, like you said, like there's going to be a lot. Oh my God. You literally had a Nick Lofton autograph sitting next to you.
Who doesn't keep their Nick Lofton autographs like within arm's reach at all times?
So
Let's quote
dumb.
tomorrow.
By
It's
your
sitting right
definition,
here,
you should have went to Kentucky.
sitting right now here next to my Matt
True.
Gorski.
Matt Gorski. Property of nobody right now. Yeah, so again, there's definitely going to be a lot of players traded this deadline, I fear. And maybe some really, really talented ones too. Not just your Reynolds, not just Rentals, not Reynolds. Rentals. But yeah, maybe Mitch Keller. There's a lot of heat, a lot of smoke to that. Brian Hayes, a lot of smoke to that. Of course, you got Bednar, Santana, Heaney, IKF. Yeah, a lot of emergency pods coming up. But we'll get to that next week. Let's finish off this show. Let's go ahead and talk about the White Sox. The Pirates are going to face the White Sox at home, PNC Park. Having a big long break and then coming to face the White Sox. That's maybe fun, maybe, right? They also play very, very well at home. So that's kind of fun, maybe, right? Maybe we'll send off some of these guys to the new team with some dubs.
It's a good point. We're like the best home team in baseball. And we're playing the worst team in the American League, second worst team in baseball. It's Yinzer Palooza.
That's right.
You got fireworks. You got Mac Miller bobblehead. You got probably something with pierogies, I would imagine, at some point over the weekend.
Something.
It's going to be an electric crowd. You'll probably have 3 sellouts. And you're going to see 2 powerhouse teams take the field this weekend between the Pirates and White Sox. So no Keller, no Skenes. So it's Falter, Burrows, Heaney is how the Pirates are going to line up. But yeah, I'm excited to see some real baseball. You know, even if it goes into the extra innings and you got to watch a 10th inning, you know, what is that? But it should be, it'll be fun to have games back on again. And hopefully we can start off the second half with some wins. Losses to the White Sox is going to, it's going to be rough. So let's win at least 2 of these.
Yeah, they're getting swept.
No, they're not. This White Sox team is so terrible.
I know they're getting swept.
They're not getting swept. Pirates are not getting.
They got the All-Star break hangover.
They're getting swept.
Let me throw out something there. No Skenes, which understandable. Also, no Keller. Any thought to that? Can we maybe drum up some concern, drum up some rumors right now? No Keller starting. He had a whole week off. No Keller starting. Yinzer Palooza. Are they protecting their trade asset? Is something brewing? Are we gonna have a Mercy pod come Saturday?
No.
Hope not.
Keller's thrown a lot of innings. They're just going to give him some extra rest here. That's all it is.
Okay.
But no, Pirates are taking. You know what? Pirates are sweeping. They're going to sweep this series. The White Sox are terrible. The Pirates are good at home for some reason. Coming out of the break, sweeping the White Sox. That's true. Michael A. Taylor tribute video
Revenge
maybe this weekend. How many?
Reality,
There's got to be some White Sox who are ex-Pirates, right? I mean, other than him,
Palacios ain't there anymore, right?
Palacios has already been DFA'd. So we've got Taylor. I think that's it. In the majors.
Down it right now.
The White Sox did just acquire Blake Sable.
Okay.
Over the
Wow, there's a
weekend.
name.
But he's in the minors.
Still,
Sadly.
that was the one that got away, and well, hasn't done much.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Rowdy's a Ranger. Saw that today as well. Yeah, I don't know. I would like to see a sweep. I think they'll definitely win the series. They should. But it also does, it stinks a little bit that like it is Yinzer Palooza and there is no Skenes and Mitch Keller as well. But it's cool. It's cool. A lot of fun stuff happening this weekend. They are facing the White Sox. They should win that. We'll see what happens.
I'm curious to see Donnie Kelly out of a bye or out of a bye. I'm in NFL terms
Bye
right now
week.
because
Bye
I'm
week.
thinking, I'm literally thinking about like Andy Reid out of the bye where he's just undefeated. I'm curious to see how Don Kelly does coming out of a break here. Because really, though, that's a time to prepare. That's where you get better as a manager. It's where they're coming off a break. You got to reel them back in here. So it's a moment for Don Kelly.
It
Again,
is.
big crowds this weekend. So yeah, you would like to not put up some duds.
Please don't.
And, you know, there's also some people that probably needed a break. Just get your head away from baseball. Maybe a Brian Reynolds. Yeah, we did. We failed at that also.
Yeah.
But just getting away from baseball, like, hey, maybe Brian Reynolds just needed to get the hell away. Now, the offset of that, he probably got away and just had to do dad duties for a week. I don't know if that helped or not, but again, just maybe some guys getting away, coming back, playing better baseball, because for the majority of this team, they've all been playing very, very bad baseball, and even like to their standards, very bad baseball. So maybe getting away, coming back, regrouping. Not that they're playing for much per se, but just to play better baseball until the trade deadline comes and goes.
Who do we think is the call up? Ronnie Simon?
Probably.
I feel like that can certainly, like, he's probably due. He's deserving. Is Nick York really yet? No, probably. You know, like I think he's deserving.
He has crushed the ball in Indy. Like I'll give him that. Since the acquisition, he's been hitting the ball pretty well, and he's got that utility. He's very similar to Adam Frazier, to be honest. So kind of an Adam Frazier clone. Except I don't think Adam Frazier ever made like 6 errors in an inning.
Like he probably never cried off the field. I mean, sorry, Simon, it happened. Gonna bring it up,
rough.
but yeah, that really ruined his defensive analytics for the season. I remember that trade happened. I was like, whoa, he's awful. And it's like, oh yeah, he made all those errors in one inning, basically.
Honestly, I don't find any of them deserving. None of them deserve to be in the major leagues. Like every middle infielder in AAA is terrible. None of them deserve
I'm just saying.
So I guess
Ronnie
Simon
for the third place Marlins.
Like
Ronnie
he's
Simon's 6 homers in 30 games and
sure
been swinging a decent bat.
Sure, but like, does he really deserve to be in the major leagues? No.
Again, he was in the major leagues for the third place Miami Marlins.
Until he wasn't.
The third place Miami Marlins, said he was deserving.
Until he wasn't.
Yeah, it's because he's not good. And most of these guys in AAA are not good.
Most of these guys in MLB are not good.
Yeah, like, whatever. Sure, pick him. Throw it all at the wall, see what sticks.
That's it, baby. 2026. What sticks?
Cam Devanney. That's what's going to stick.
It could. And the swing off.
And the swing off. Yep.
You know, when you really think about all the acquisitions, Canario, let's go down the list. Maybe they are ahead of the game. Maybe they do see this coming.
Cruz, Canario, Jared Jones. And Sawinski.
I might be in. I'm in.
Actually, I'm going to take Canario out of that. I'm going to say Sawinski, Jones, Cruz. That's my swing off lineup.
Fair enough.
Let's bring back Mason Martin.
Stetson Alley.
Mason Martin, Stetson Alley.
Brad Eldred. Bring back.
Brad Eldred.
Let's
There
do
it
it.
is. Matt Clement.
Jeff.
Jeff. Matt was a pitcher.
Yeah. Jeff Clement, baby.
Matt Clement from Butler, I believe.
Jeff Clement had an E in his name, didn't he? Or did he not?
Clement.
I feel like
Yeah.
one of them had an E in there.
Clement. There were
One of
three
them I feel
E's
like
in
had
Jeff
an E in there,
Clement.
and then like it was Clement, but it was spelled like Clemente. I don't know.
No,
Maybe I'm
it
just
was
making
just
things up.
Clement. Yeah,
Well.
no E on the end.
Oh,
No.
that's fine. Maybe I just had my own little. I don't remember the phrase of it, but one of those moments.
Not Gift and Gope.
Yeah,
Not
definitely
Gift and
not.
Gope.
Well, Craig.
Maybe a Will Craig redemption arc.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. He's still not coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know if the bat's going to catch up to that BP.
He left the country. Like, I don't know if he's going back for that even. But anywho, we should probably get out of here. We're just kind of rambling now. Swing off stuff, thanks to Jim. But no, we'll be back again. Tomorrow is a game. So we'll have post games this weekend. Probably more emergency pods till the deadline. But yeah, back for Bucko Banner. Back to our regular schedule. So we all love you guys.
Bucko
as always.
Brew.
Did I do that thing again where I said Bucko Banner?
Yeah.
You know what? They're gonna start paying us. Bucko Brew on Monday. Who's our top fan today? Do we know?
I don't know.
It's Melman. It's Melman 357 is our top fan. So
There you
YouTube's
go.
doing this new thing where they're giving out top fans, and we might need to do something about that. So recognize Melman 357 as our top fan, followed by Jack Jetta 098 and Jessica Carnes. There's a top three for today. So we thank you all for participating the most.
Thank
The
you.
rest of you, you need to do better because honestly, you're just really
Loser. You're all a bunch of losers.
You can't be calling our viewers losers, Donardo. I think last week you called them idiots. Now you're calling them losers.
Technically, I did.
Yeah, Tyler did. Yell at him.
Unbelievable. We're gonna lose like 60 subscribers.
Well, we're losers too.
Unsubs. You know we love you all. We're all losers, and that's why we can call each other losers, and it's okay. If anyone else calls you a loser, though, let us know. But it's okay if we call ourselves losers. We're out of here. We appreciate you all. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Peace out, Scouts.
See you guys. All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.